Keep your spine straight, close your eyes, take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in, hold it there. Oh. 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 Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidvaram Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacham Malam Sharirasya Chavaityakena Yopakarotam Pravaram Muninam Patanjalim Pranjaliranatosmi. Pranams to the Lord, pranams to all the Mahatmas in today's class. We are meeting after 2 weeks, so I hope things have not so badly forgotten, but we'll have quick revision so that we are on the same page and we don't feel completely lost. So we saw that we have in alphabets, we have the swaras and the the vowels and the consonants called as swaras and the vyanjanas. So swaraha, which means swayam rajate, they do not need any help to exist. Swayam rajate. So those are the vowels, the swaraha. So they are a, and the long sound of it is a. Short sound e, and the long sound of it is e. Short sound u, long sound u. R, r, l. Then after this, so this is only having a short sound. This doesn't have a long sound. And after this, there are 4 alphabets, all in long sound. A, I, O, Au, Aha. So till here is your alphabet, but this is Anuswara and this is Visarga. So this dot can come on top or in front of any other consonants also. So we are taking it as a part of the swara. While chanting, we will say a, e, u, r, l, a, I, o, and we include, because we have taken the sound, we say aha. But if it was any consonant, let's say ka, we would have said kam kaha. If it was, let's say ta, tam taha. Because it is we are calling this as aha, and we are basically pronouncing these dots. The dot over alphabet as because it's on and dot after the alphabet or in front of the alphabet, because it's we say aha. So these were all the swaras that we saw. Swayam rajate. Then we saw vyanjanas. So vyanjanani is the plural, vyanjanani, the consonants. In that we saw there are 2 categories, one which can be classified or one which cannot be classified. So one which can be classified are called as vargiya, and the other one which cannot be classified are called as avargiya. In that vargiya, the classification is based from where the sound is produced. So we saw the first category where the sound is produced from the gutter, from the throat, from the base of the throat. So that is called as kantya, or the guttural sound, and the ka sound is produced with a certain force, but the flow of energy prana is less into it, we say ka, and that's called as alpa prana. And same sound, when we force it out with more force of air, it is called as mahaprana, and we called it ka, and this one called as kha. Then we got the next in the mrudu, the alpa prana, we said ga, and then we said mahaprana of it gha. Then the nasal one is called as anunasik, so it is said as ng. So till here we have C. Anybody who has doubt, question so far of what we have learned? All clear so far? You have tried and practiced very well. Let's now then not waste time. Let's get into the next. So from the base of the throat, we started to produce the sound. Now we come little up. So up is that soft palate in the throat. So now the sound was from here. Now we need at the soft palate. So the base of the tongue, the fatter portion of the tongue, the broader portion of the tongue, that should touch the back of the throat. So if we will just roll the tongue and start feeling, some part is initially very hard and then the soft palate starts. So this particular sound is produced from the soft palate side. So that is palatal sound. It's talavya. Talu is that soft palate. The sound coming from that is talavya. So it's palatal. The first sound in that is cha. Cha. Like Chanda Mama we say in Hindi. Cha. Cha. Like in church. So CH sound. So how do we write that? We do a horizontal small line and then we give a curve for it. Go up, not to lift the pen, and come straight down with a straight line and then give the shirolekha on it. So I'll draw bigger now. So let's say if this is your lined notebook, then you're starting here. Horizontal line, curve, go up, come down, and then do a shirolekha and say ch. Now in a bigger horizontal, a curve, go up straight, don't lift the pen, come down straight. Now lift the pen, do the shirolekha and say loudly ch. Clear? Okay. Now when we are going to aspirate this ch sound, it's going to become ch. Ch, and with more air if we go out, ch. Ch. Like when we say achu, that sound will come, it's ch. So how do we write that? Now that's little tricky. You should remember, I'm going to start big only first, then I'll come and fill over here. You do a small line, vertical. Lift your pen, start with a small knot. Don't complete it there, come down, then another one, then a bigger knot, leave it out, then do another, lift your pen, do another vertical line, and then complete it, ch. So over here, it's going to look like this, a small line, ch. So I'll do it again, I'll complete it over here, a vertical line, lift the pen, start with the knot, ch. Now do it with me, vertical line, one knot, do that curve, then a bigger curve, then the entire knot, then the vertical line. ch. So many times you might not see both the vertical line and people will just do like this. So many times you can see like this, and many times you might see it might not come out properly also. So that when you are writing fast, it will happen. But technically, both these lines should be there. So sometimes they might not put those lines, but you have to remember we need to learn it first the original way, how it has to be done. So what I'm going to do, I'm again going to say, pay attention. We have a vertical line small, then we do one small knot, and then do that, convert it into a curve. Then we do a bigger curve and do one big knot, leave the tail outside little, do the second vertical line, and then do the Shirolekha and complete the Mahaprana Cha. Cha, Cha. Any doubt? All clear? Okay. Then we go for the next sound. Cha, Cha. This next sound is J. J is like in jug, jagat, J. The J's. So how do we start? I'll show both the ways. You can start like doing like one U kind of a thing, then a horizontal line, then do the vertical line, and now only lift the pen and do the Shirolekha. So Cha is having this beak, and then it comes like this. This doesn't have a beak. It starts with a straight U straight away. Horizontal line this way is coming for it. Other way to write is doing the first vertical line and then doing like this. So both ways are correct. That you start first like this with the U, do the horizontal line and come as J, or you do the vertical line and then you come like this. Both the curvatures are slightly different, but both are acceptable. So I'll prefer you all hold like this only, do the U, horizontal line, and then the vertical line. J. So we will see it again once more. Both the ways I'll show. What I'll prefer is do the U first, horizontal line, and then the vertical line. Then go for the Shirolekha. This is J. How it is different from Cha? Cha, you start with a horizontal line, do the curve, and that curve is attached directly to the vertical line. And this beak is there. Over here, it doesn't have a beak, and then the horizontal line comes. With that, it is attached. So that's a difference between Cha and a J. Other way, we can see both. Do the vertical line first, then do the horizontal line and the curve. So this curvature has a little, slant. Over here, it is straight. But both are correct. But you will see in books like this many times. Printed material will be like this. So we have Cha, Cha, J. Can anybody guess what can J aspiration sound like? Mahaprana? Can unmute and say what J sound will sound like what? Okay, so the J sound, J, when you aspirate, it will become J, 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 J. I'm sorry for those who joined late. I've not seen you all in the waiting room because I was writing on the board. But that's how is the disadvantage if you are late in the class to get the entries. I'm so sorry that you had to be in the waiting room for some time. Okay, so we are doing the talavya words. Those who have joined late, we finished the revision of what we have done. Then we have started the talavya, the palatal sound. The first sound is Ch. Those who have joined late, keep a watch over here on the board. Horizontal line, curve, top, down, shirolekha. This is ch, like in church. Then ch. Do a vertical line, small knot. Ch. And then we have j. So for those who have come late, these are the three alphabets we have covered. Ch, ch, j. Okay. Now let's go for the fourth alphabet. The Mahaprana of j. J like in jug, jagat, j, j. So how this j sound is, like if j we say as a j sound, j, then jh, j, like in Jharkhand, Jhenda. So how do we write it? We start as though we are writing a E. So the similar thing will happen like E. And then you make on its belly one horizontal line and go up and do the vertical line. And then do your shirolekha. So this becomes Jh. So we have a starting like a E, but then we continue that. From the belly, we give a horizontal line and then we go ahead to do the vertical line and the shirolekha. J, ch, ch, j, j. Something. Okay. Kel has joined at 4:30. Okay. So then I probably had started the prayers that time already and not seen the screen. Okay. So always good to join 5 minutes early. Ch, ch, j, j. Okay. Now the Anunasik using the talu, our soft palate. So this is little tricky sound and many mistake to get us. So the base of the tongue should touch that soft palate and the nose has to be used to bring this sound out. Make sure the tip of the tongue doesn't touch the teeth. Okay, because this is a talavya varga. This class, this section is a palatal. So make sure the tongue is not touching the teeth, because if you touch the tongue to the teeth, the sound is different. Of another varga it will come. So over here, the fifth sound, the nasal, the Anunasik sound for talavya varga is nya, nya. So I'm not touching the tip of the tongue to the tongue. Nya, nya. So if you say near, near, N-Y-A, then near, to say near, you have to use the tongue to the teeth to bring the sound near, but it is not near. So not to bring the tongue to the teeth. Hold it back. Base of the tongue should touch the roof of that soft palate. And the sound should come from the nose, nasal. Now how to write that? Writing is simple. Pronunciation is only tricky. Writing is we do one inverted C and then attach it to our vertical line. Nya. 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 Cha cha ja janya. Nya. So inverted C, horizontal line and attaching to the vertical line. So writing of lagnya sound is simple. Pronunciation, it will take some time, but I will correct it with your homework. So cha, cha, ja, ja, nya, nya, cha, cha, ja, ja, nya, nya. And it's not near. It's not near. Tongue is not coming to the teeth. So there is a difference. Nya. And the nose is used. And the base of the tongue is used. Nya. Okay. So now we have completed this varga called talavya varga. Now we go for cerebral. Cerebral is, now we have to use the hard palate. So where the tip of the tongue has to touch the roof of the palate. So it is called murdhnya. Murdhnya. Which is cerebral sound. Okay. Murdhnya. So make sure in this, all these 5 alphabets, you have to roll back the tongue and touch it each time to the roof of the palate. The first sound in that is T. T. T like in tata. Tomato. T. So how do we write this? We do a small vertical line and then we just do a C. This becomes our T. Simple. A small vertical line and we do one C. This is our T. T. Now, most mispronounced word is the Mahaprana. Mahaprana, that T, you have to aspirate out. So it is T, like to, T. Or when we say Vitthal, that T sound comes. It's not Vitthal, it is Vitthal. What we do? We just complete our half C into a round. Very simple. A small vertical line, and this C completes and makes a circle there. So, unless the tip of the tongue is touched to the roof of the palate, this sound will not come out. T, T. So, it has to definitely touch the roof of the palate. T, T. Okay. Now, let's go ahead with the next sound, which is simple. D. D like in drum. Dum dum. D. Donkey. D. So simple. We go just with the vertical line starting and we do a S. No knot. So E without a knot. Or vertical line with the S. This is our D. Very easy. Okay, I didn't complete over here. This was T, T, T. This is D. So vertical line with the S. That's all. This is our D. Again, the next sound is little tricky. Writing is easy. Sound is tricky. You have to aspirate this D out with Mahaprana. D, D. So D and then DH. D. 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 So D. How do you say D? How do you write D? We go ahead with the vertical line, this C, and then we put a knot. And this knot should not come down. If it comes down, then it's a different alphabet, which we'll learn later. So this is our D. Very easy. Easy to write. Pronunciation. D. 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 So we have to be careful with this. And the last in this, which many people don't chant correctly when they are doing their chanting rounds, calling Narayana. Narayana. That last ana is this ana. How do you say ana? Right ana. We first do one U, remove the pen, do one vertical line at a distance, then do the Shirolekha. Ana. Ana. It is not N-A. It is not N. N is coming from the teeth. N. But this is N. So the tongue has to touch the roof of the palate. N. N. And it has to be murdhani sound through the nose. N. So it is a anunasika. N. Okay. Now, instead of going ahead, let me pause here and check your sounds one by one. Those who want to volunteer, please raise your hands. Nobody wants to volunteer? You can use the raise hand button because I was checking in that. Okay, Indira Rangaswamy. You can say the talavya varga. Indira Rangaswamy, please unmute yourself.
Ch, ch,
Ch.
ch.
You can keep your camera on so that I can see how your lips are moving. Yeah.
Ch, ch. J, j.
Very good.
Nya.
Very good.
Nya.
Good. Go for the murdhani varga.
Th, th. D, d. Nya.
Very good. Very good. All clear. Padma Bhaskaran. Padma Bhaskaran.
I'm not able to put on camera.
Why, what happened?
I don't know why. It's not switching on.
Okay. Start with the talavya varga.
Okay, ma'am. Ch, ch, j, j, nya.
Nya. Nya.
Nya.
Let the base, the base of the tongue should touch the palate.
T, th, d.
No. The first word is not correct.
Okay. First line, talavya word.
No, murdhani
T.
first.
T,
Not the. T.
t,
Again.
t, t,
You
t.
say, T is correct. T is not correct. It is T.
T, th, d, dh, n.
No, this one sound is not correct. T after T.
Th,
Correct. Then
d,
no.
d,
D.
d,
Correct.
dh,
Correct.
n.
Very good. So when the tongue is not touching the roof of the palate, the sound will not come. If it is touching the teeth, the sound will be different. When we will do the dental sounds, we will come to know the difference, that if you are not touching it where it is expected to, then it's going to be a problematic. Is it too much, or can we go for the dental sounds today itself? Can I go ahead? Anyone can unmute, and is it okay?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
okay, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So let's go ahead with the dental sound. The volunteers are only two. I think everybody is shy, feeling probably if they will become wrong. So dental sounds are called dantya. Danta are teeth. So dantya, or the dental sounds. I'll not go more than this today, even if we will have time. The reason is it will be too much to grasp. So dental, as we know, the tip of the tongue has to touch the teeth. So in this, we said t. Now we are going to say t. See the difference? When we say t, the tongue is coming in between the teeth. T. It is not coming between. It is going So the pronunciation differentiation will come if we use the tongue, the mouth correctly. So now in the dental category, throughout these 5 alphabets, the tongue has to come between the teeth. Tongue should not touch anywhere else in the mouth. Otherwise, the pronunciation will change. So now we have the first sound, t. T. So how do we write that? We start like this, go like this, either like this or we do like this, whichever suits. So I'll do it again. Either you put a vertical line first and then you just do like this. This is with the Shirolekha ta. Or you start from the other side and then you do your vertical line. No need to actually lift the pen. So, ta. Whichever you feel comfortable doing a vertical line and then doing this is also okay. This is our ta. Ta is different. Ta is different. Okay. Now, when we will aspirate this. So, when you were trying, when Padma was trying to get the th sound first time, it became th. So it is, if you say th, it is aspiration of th. Th, th. Because tongue is coming in between the teeth. Th, th. Th is going up because it's a murdhnya sound. Ta, tha, ta, tha. 4 sounds are different. Murdhani, dental. Ta, tha, ta, tha. You are able to follow. Huh? So this tha is aspiration of ta. It is a dental varga sound. Tha. How do we do that? We start with a small knot. Do one curve. Hold it there only. Go up. And so I'm again going to do in a bigger. Okay. Let me complete over here. Over here. So we do a small knot. Turn it into the curve. Then do this way, another curve going up and then doing a Shirolekha. Let's see over here. One small knot, a curve, then the curve facing upwards, going up, coming down, and then you do the Shirolekha. Th. Ta, th. Ta, th. Ta, th. The next sound is the. So it is not the in drum. It is like the THE, when we say the elephant, the lion, that the sound is coming. It's not the elephant, right? We don't say drum, that the sound is more than the, not the elephant. It is the elephant. So the tip of the tongue is coming between the teeth. Dental sound. So this the, we start as though we are writing this the, but the tail comes down. So when the tail comes down, it is the. When the tail is contained over there, it is the. So both sounds are different. One is a murdhani, mahaprana of the. Another one is dental, alpaprana, the. The, THE, the. Now this the, when you will aspirate, it's going to become the. The. So, okay. So over here, I will show again. Bigger one. As though it's good. If we keep it over here, it is the. But we bring it down, it becomes the. Both are different. The, the, dh, aspiration. So we start with a knot inward, curve, another curve, go up and come down. So, gh doesn't have a knot. Gh, gh, gh. The has a knot. That is a difference. But method is same. So again, I will show in a bigger way, and both I will show. When we are doing the guttural, the kanthya, that is gh. We are doing the dental, this is dh. Gh is a GH sound. Gh. Dh is a DH sound. But similarity is there. The difference is this knot. Gh, dh. Gh comes in the kanthya category. Dh comes in your dental category. Dh. So while saying dh, the tongue has to touch the teeth. Dh. While saying gh, the sound is coming from the throat. Tongue is not touching the teeth. Gh, dh. So this differentiation we will have to be sensitive to, be aware, like the sound is coming like this. Ta, tha, da, dha, and the last sound is na. Na is our usual end sound. So how we start? We put a knot, go horizontal, and then do a vertical line. We do a knot, horizontal line, and then a vertical line. No. So in Narayana, the first na, Narayana's na is this. We start like this. Na, ra, ya, and na. So the way we should not say Narayana. It's not Narayana. It's not Narayana. 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 So this differentiation in pronunciation should come. So that's the best way to practice na and na together, is calling out his name, Narayana. Jap is also over. Practice of the alphabet is done. Na. I don't think so I should do the next varga, because these three sounds, nya, na, na, you will have to practice. Nya, na, na. Okay. So now who wants to volunteer to say the dental varga? No one?
I'll say, Varshaji.
Okay, see, go ahead.
Girja here. Hi.
Hi.
Okay. So it's
Keep your cam on so that I can
oh
see.
yes, of course. So it will be the, n.
Very good.
Correct?
Yes, perfect. The,
Thank you.
the, na. Excellent.
Okay, thank you.
Very well done.
Okay.
Guruji, I
Anyone
can
else?
try.
Yes, please try.
Th,
Yes.
th,
No. First one. Ta.
th,
No.
th,
Ta. Alpa
Ta.
prana.
Ta.
Ta. Ha.
th,
Ha.
th, n.
Correct. Only first sound, make it clear, Alpa prana.
Th,
Not th. We are doing Mahaprana. So not to put so much pressure.
okay.
Ta.
Th, th,
Ha.
th, th.
Correct.
Thank you, Guruji.
Yes.
Thank you,
Very
Guruji.
good. Very good, Hamsa Nandini. Anybody else wants to try? Yes. Go ahead, Deepta.
th, n.
Perfect. Yes, you got it. Anybody else wants to try? No one?
Shall I?
Yes, please go ahead.
The, the, na.
Excellent. Very good. Indra Rangaswamy. You can unmute. Indra Rangaswamy, you can unmute, please.
I had some problems unmuting, Guruji. Sorry, I delayed you.
No problem.
The,
Mhm.
the,
Mhm.
the, na.
Perfect. Good.
Thank
So
thank
today,
you.
we have done 3 vargas. We have done talavya, murdhnya, dental. The guttural we did in the last week. So slowly the alphabets are coming out from the kantha to the talu to the murdhani to the teeth. Next week we will see pavarga, the labial from the lips we will see. So cha, cha, ja, ja, nya, ta, tha, da, dha, na, ta, tha, da, dha, na. Any doubts so far? All clear? Okay. So I'll post the picture of this table. I'll share the video also, and I'll also put the audio. And then how much time you all will take to, maybe Friday I'll open the group. So then you have enough time because it's quite a lot today. So I'll not open early. Friday I'll open the group. Friday you all can post one page, one picture of these 3 vargas and audio file. So both of that. But while practicing, you all practice one whole page for one alphabet and keep getting it round and beautiful. Writing it once, you will not remember. And each time when you chant it loudly outside. Don't chant it in the mind. Use the mouth, let the tongue move, because the mind can say, but the sound doesn't come out. So it will come out only with the practice. Okay, so with this, whatever 2 weeks break we covered in one class and gave one big morsel today. But I'm very sure you all are so bright, you all will digest it. And then we see next Sunday. Okay, so let's end today's session. Keep your spine straight. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Take a deep breath in. Hold it there. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Shri Krishna Paramastu. Maybe in 1 or 2 weeks, we will complete learning these alphabets. Then we will learn how to integrate the vowels into the vyanjanas, into the consonants. So those are called gunitaksharas. Once we learn to integrate vowels into gunitaksharas, then we will learn to write small alphabets. Once we learn that, then we pick up something to read, one small story. Once we know that to read, then whatever we are chanting, all these shlokas, right? Those shlokas we need to know to write. Then we will take 1 or 2 verses from Gita to read also and to write also. So then we should be finishing. So this initial knowing the alphabet is important. Then how you integrate vowels is going to be easy. But then that pronunciation is going to take some time. So that is an individual practice. Like how fast is how you volunteer and how you enthusiastically post, it will all depend on that. Okay. So this is how our portion till about June, July, we are planning to complete. Okay. So see you all next Sunday. Hari Om.
Thank you,
Hari
Varsha ji. Thank you very
Om. My
much.
pleasure.
Thank you,
My
Varsha.
pleasure.
Gurubhyo Namah Harij. Hari Om
Hari
Harij.
Om.
Grateful.
Hari Om.
Thank you, Gabriel.
Thank you,
Hari
Varshaji.
Om.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sri. Hari Om.
Hari Om Varshaji, thank you.
Hari Om.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Raquel.